have a C6 spinal cord injury, which means I'm unable to walk with limited hand functions. However, it's not what you have lost, but it's what you have left. There is life after a spinal cord injury, and today I would like to share with you some of the many gadgets that I've used along the way to help me with my activities of daily living. First, I'd like to introduce to you my reacher, otherwise known as my best friend. I call it my best friend because it helps me with my independence in so many ways. It helps me to pick things up off the floor, open the cupboard door, turn my stove on and off, etc., etc. I have two reachers, one for the kitchen and one for picking things up around the house. Now I'll demonstrate to you how I use the reacher to open the cupboard door. Now I'm going to open the cupboard. And I need to get a cup. So I'm just going to put this card in the cup. And I'm going to put my cup there. Now I'm going to turn my stove on with the reacher. Okay, so my stove is on. When I'm cooking, I usually use the two back burners so that they're not too close to me. And now I'm going to turn the stove off. There you go. So this is the cutting board that you can use to help you to prepare your meals. It has the stabilizer at the bottom, so it stabilizes on the table. And it has these nails. For example, if you're cutting something that's gonna slip, you can just attach it to the nail and it will keep it in place. Now I'm gonna chop the broccoli with the knife. There you go. Now, I also have this knife. It's called a rocker knife. And you can also cut your small vegetables with it. It helps you if you don't have, with your limited hand functions, it helps you to cut through whatever you need to cut. So here we go. There you go. Also, you have these bowls. They also have the stabilizer at the bottom. So whenever you're using it, it will not slip. I would also like to show you these gloves. For example, if you're holding something and your hand is too weak to hold it, you can use the gloves to help you. It's from a website that's called Active Hands. So you open it up like this, you put your hand in, you snap it up like this, and then I'm gonna put the knife in. Got a good idea what I just did, however. So you put the knife in, and you can, it helps you to hold it. There you go. This is a beanbag tray. I use it to have my breakfast in bed, and also you can use it to transfer items from one area to another. You can also use it, for example, to grab your meal from the microwave. so it sits perfectly on your lap and it will not move. This is the cordless vacuum. It has 2 speeds, one for the floor and one for the carpet. Now I'm going to use my reacher, my best friend, to turn it on, and then I can start vacuuming. It's very lightweight, so you can, as you can see, I just put my hand through the hole here, and that's what I'm going to use as I go along to vacuum. My Swiffer sweeper. It helps me to reach the places where my vacuum is unable to reach to do my Swiffer. I sometimes use my Swiffer sweeper to mop the floor. So I pour the solution on the floor, and then I'm able to wipe the floor like this. And you can change it as it gets dirty. Okay, also I found this Swiffer duster that I can use to dust. It's adjustable, and so it can reach all the places that you need to reach. There you go. This is a nail clipper that you can use to cut your nails by yourself. It has the stabilizers that will just keep it stable. So here we go. Put your nail in. And then I usually bring it to the edge so that I can cut my thumb. Okay, and the nail file, I use it like this so that I can file my nails. These are little that you can put on the nail file so that you can have a better grip of it. File your nails. There you go. You can also assist your family in folding the laundry. What I usually do is place the leg of the chair in between the leg of my wheelchair so that I can bring the basket closer towards me. This is what I do. There you go. And then I'm going to bring the basket closer. Now I can start folding. This is a great way of maintaining your independence. This is a great way to know that you can still fold your laundry. There you go. This is the blow dryer by Tresemme, and you can use it with your limited hand functions to dry your hair. I already started drying some, and now I'm going to do the rest. Just going to section my hair. I hope you were inspired by my video today. And remember, Whatever functions you have regained, you must use it. Otherwise, you'll lose it. And so, take that first step. Try, and you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish.